Where'd you and Dada go? Where'd you and Dada go? What? Hello, my babies, my babes, my wonderful darlings. How are you doing today? I'm doing wonderful. It's just been a really long day. As you can probably tell, it's just been a rough day.
It's been kind of rough.
You know what I mean? So I'm not in the best mood, but I thought that if I maybe came and filmed that you guys would cheer me up. And I'm actually kind of already feeling better because I'm behind the camera making this video for you guys. So thank you for helping me. You guys have probably maybe seen my first video about how to do your own lash extensions at home. Go check that out if you haven't seen that one. But today's video is just going to be how to refill those lash extensions, because as you can see, mine are like growing out and there's like a lot of spots missing and
It just doesn't look the best that it can look.
you know what I mean? So there's two ways that you can refill your lash extension, and those two ways are if you get them done by a professional and then just refill them yourself. That would be the easiest way to do it. That would still save you a lot of money. You're paying for the upfront appointment and then maybe paying for like a refill or so, however you choose. But then to refill it yourself as many times as you want, pretty much for like nothing, you're saving a lot of money. So that's like $40 to $60 a month that you'd be saving. So it'd be like, yeah. Or number two would be you do them yourself and refill them yourself. Now that is definitely the harder part, because with the angle you have for your eyes, it's kind of hard to see. I'm just kind of warning you before you try it. But I know that if I can do it, you can do it also, girlfriends. So don't worry, you can do it, and let's get into it. So you guys know for the first step to technically wash and prime your lids. So I was kind of debating whether I should like wash my eyes with the little brush and the little soap tonight, but I know my gut instincts tell me to just do it, but part of me is saying no, don't do it, because you're wearing that tiny bit of makeup under your eyes, and if you take that off, you're gonna definitely look like a dead ghost zombie girl. So but you know what? We're gonna do this the correct way because I want my lashes to stay on as long as possible. So I'm gonna take these bad babies out so I don't get them wet. Okay, so I just wet the brush real quick. It's kind of self-explanatory. I mean, I probably don't need to show you guys, but put like a tiny bit of soap on. Wet your eye. Just very lightly, because you don't want to like take off any of the lashes. However, if some of the lashes fall out, that's totally okay, because those are the weak ones that were just hanging on by a string. So you want those gone anyways. Now this eye, I'm actually gonna go wash up in the mirror so I can see what I'm doing. So I'll be back. So I will link everything down below in the description box, but I actually really like these eyelashes. Not even sure if they're actually real mink. They may be, but they were super cheap. $8 for a whole entire case of them. And they are still super curled. Like by the time I go and refill, I don't know if you can like see how curly they still are. I just need to like actually fill in the blanks. Okay, so the next step that you're gonna want to do is that you're gonna want to look through, sorry, I don't know what you guys are seeing right now because I can't see, but look and see if there's any outgrown ones that you need to take out. Like this one, for instance, right here. Okay, so unfortunately I won't be able to do this in the camera, but what I'm gonna do is this one right here, I'm going to take my other tweezers and I'm gonna take this one off. And you're just gonna pull gently at the base. I can't see where it is, so I'm gonna have to do this in the mirror real quick. I didn't even take out my natural eyelash. All I did was like this little fuzz right here. Let's say that's my natural hair. I take the natural hair like that and you gently pull off the extension. And then you're good. This one can go in the trash. And so I think that's it for that eye. Now if we look at this eye, there's one right here. I don't know if you guys can see that one. This one is like way up there. So all I'm gonna do, pull the natural hair, or I'm gonna like grab the natural hair, but then pull on the extension. Okay, and I got it off without grabbing the natural hair. See how there's no natural hair on there? And another really good reason I can show you right now is why not to get your tweezers, like the glue on the tweezers, is because it'll be really, really, really hard to pick up anything from there on. Super hard, it just like slips right through. So do not get glue on the tweezers. That is one big mistake that I've been making. Okay, so another thing with that is like don't pull too hard or else it'll hurt your natural eyelashes. I don't know, a couple of my eyelashes hurt over there, but it's all good. At least I got the weird ones out for the most part. The next step is, you guessed it, priming the lids. I hope you guys can hear me, by the way. I'm so sorry if you can't hear me. I'm just in a quiet mood today. I am like sweating my butt off because I have a heating pad on my back right now because like I don't know if you guys can tell, but all right here is like really sore for me like the whole entire day. Like anyways, okay, let's move on to the priming before I start being ADHD like always. This will be down in the description box, and these will also too. You're gonna want cotton pads and primer. I'm sorry, I'm acting like you guys already watched my first video that I made about lash extension. So if you haven't, I apologize because I'm probably not going over this correctly. But yeah, this is a lash primer off Amazon, and you will need these little lint applicators. Lint-free applicators. I don't know really what they're called exactly, but like I said, everything down in the description box. These tweezers will be down in the description box. If you don't have tweezers, you will need to get some. So sorry I'm not explaining this. These little spoolies will be down in the description box. There's a ton on Amazon. These are the prettiest ones, and like the prettiest yet cheapest, you know what I mean? So those will be down there, and the eyelash extensions will be down there. For me, I prefer to get the 10mm to 17mm, which is the longer ones. But if you want shorter ones, like shorter than this, I would go with the ones in the description box that says 8 to 15, just saying. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just go watch my first video because it'll help a lot. Oh God, Jesus Lord. So you're just going to gently, oops. It would help if you got bigger ones than these too. That would help me out right now, but I didn't know that these were going to be this small. I knew I wanted some big ones, but you can never tell on Amazon which ones are which, you know? Okay, and you don't want to get this stuff in your eyes. Just be careful because it does have some sort of alcohol in it. And another thing is make sure you're going all the way to the end of your natural eyelashes, because there could be oils like on the ends of your eyelashes, like up here. Okay, so I'm gonna do that to the other eye and I'll be back. You guys, I obviously am not thinking correctly today because I literally just started putting in some over on this side and I haven't even put tape on yet, and I wasn't even recording. That just shows you what kind of day I've been having. For anyone that doesn't know how to put the tape on, so you're just going to put it on your bottom lashes without disturbing the top lashes. And it's gonna feel really weird at first, like when you look at certain angles, it's gonna feel like there's something poking in your eye, but don't worry, there's nothing poking in your eye. Like right now, it feels like it's poking in my eye, but it's not. You guys can tell it's not. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more.
Right here, in the front.
And if it starts slipping up and going into your eye, you can always take it off and just slide it down. Like right now, it's way too far up. Now we can get this show on the freaking road. Okay, I'm just gonna do one eyelash on one strand because it's just that much easier. And you're gonna wanna pick your eyelashes up with this one and then separate and isolate with this one. What I usually do is I isolate which one I want, and then that way I know what the length of it will need to be. So I found one right here. So I'm gonna want the length to be, where did it go? Oh, right here. So I'm gonna want the length to be like 13. Sometimes you need to swirl the glue around to actually get like a good amount so that it doesn't just fall right off.
That did not go on the right eyelash. Needs more glue. Finally, it's on. This is really bothering me and getting in my way, so I have to take that tape off.
Sorry if you guys hear any background noise, but I'm done with this eye for tonight. So I'm just going to steam that eye so that the glue cures. And when the glue cures, not as much toxins are going to go in your eye, and it actually sets the glue so that they don't move or fall off. So that is why I'm steaming, and I'm just steaming my face because it feels nice. Okay, so from the looks of it, this eye is pretty much halfway done. I don't want to leave it like this because it's way too natural, so I need a little bit thicker. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the next day, next morning. It literally took so long for me to do my freaking eyelashes. One little tip would be like, do it when you have a lot of time. Don't do it like at the end of the night. Like I started at like 11 o'clock p.m. So not a good idea because I obviously didn't get done. My little thing of advice would be to not finish like one eye totally before you start the next one, only because like if one eye is like bushier than the other or has less hairs, then you're gonna tell when you go do the other eye. So this eye, for instance, has a lot less hair than that eye, so I'm not gonna finish this eye totally, and then I'm gonna go and do this eye, and then if this eye seems to be bushier than that eye, then I can always go back to that eye. So I pretty much just washed my face, so I don't have to go in and wash this eye, so I'm just gonna prime it. I know I said this in my last video, but for anyone who doesn't know, always leave it in the bag that it came with. Because of humidity problems, you don't want it to dry out your glue, and yeah. So you saw me yesterday prime my eyelids, so I'm just gonna go do that really quickly and I will be back. Oh, and always make sure to charge your fan. You can't see because it's like, okay, there you go. It is plugged into the wall right now, charging, and it can. What's awesome about this fan is it does work while you're charging it. So I love that about this fan because, bro, you need a fan. So it does take a little bit of time to be able to use your tools in order to find a lash and isolate a lash, but don't worry, you will get there. If I can do it, I know you can too, and it's hard in the beginning, but it is definitely not impossible. It's definitely doable, and it just takes some time of getting used to, and then you get good at it. What you doing? What are you yelling about? Are you excited? Are you excited? Are you happy? Where'd you and Dada go? Where'd you and Dada go? What? You're silly. You're silly. Come here, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Wipe your nose. Boom, boom, boom. No, wipe your nose. What's that? Ow. Kaiser, stop throwing stuff. No, sir, you know better. Okay, so it looks like now I have to go back in on that eye because there was more hairs than I thought over here. So I am probably not done, but you know what? For today, I am. I'm not sure why refilling it was like harder than like, well, just as hard as doing it like a full set. Not really sure about that, but it was very time consuming. Not sure why, but this is the final result for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will come back if I add any more to it and show you the actual Hey guys, so I forgot to do an outro for this video for some odd reason, I don't know. So sorry, I'm also a little bit sick. Guess what? I forgot to do an outro, and I forgot to record one right after I did the eyelashes because I got sick for like a whole entire week. As you can still tell for my voice, probably. I am still sick, and these are the final result of the eyelashes, but minus a week. So minus a week full of wear. I was sleeping all over them because I was sick and I didn't really care about them at the time. So I was like rubbing on all of, you know what I mean? Like a lot of them I probably came off, but this is the final result for now. You guys know me, I'm always doing new stuff. So I'm probably going to add more to them, you know, soon. But for right now, this is good for me. This is probably like a natural set. It's really not a full hybrid or whatever, but it just sucks that I didn't show you guys this before. I mean, right after I did them. Oh my god, they keep getting stuck to my bottom lashes. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Go check out my other videos or subscribe, please. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Like this video if you liked it. Forgot that. Love you guys. Bye.